The Red Mill sits by a slow river, and it has watched the world change for a very long time. Its sturdy frame stands as a testament to the hands that built it and the many hands that have cared for it since. The mill was first constructed way back in 1810. For more than 100 years, it served its community as a wool mill. The steady power of the Raritan River turned its immense gears and wheels, creating textiles that went far and wide. It was a place of industry, a place of hard work, a place of life. But, well, all things change. The mill's great wheels stopped turning for good in 1928. For many decades that followed, it sat silent and abandoned. The strong structure slowly fell into a state of disrepair, a forgotten giant by the water's edge. Then, in the 1960s, a new generation saw its value. A careful and loving restoration project began, bringing the mill back to its former glory. It was reborn not as a place of industry, but as a museum, a vessel for the past. Now it stands proudly, welcoming thousands of visitors each year who come to walk through its historic halls and learn its stories. However, the mill is famous for more than just its historical significance. It is also well known for the stories that are told in hushed tones after the sun goes down. People say that the Red Mill is haunted. With over 200 years of history contained within its walls, some believe that not all of its past is at peace. The museum acknowledges these tales with a large annual event. For 2025, the chosen theme is Evil Rising, a title that hints at the darker legends of the place. Long ago, when the mill was a bustling center of production, among the many strange stories told about the Red Mill, one particular account stands out and is repeated often. It concerns a mysterious figure seen on the building's third floor. For a time, when this upper level was more accessible to the public during tours, visitors would frequently report seeing a man there. They described him as an older gentleman, dressed in period clothing that seemed perfectly suited to the historical setting of the mill. He was often seen wearing a distinctive black hat, and he never spoke a word to anyone who passed by. Many of these visitors, upon finishing their tours, would make a point to comment to the museum staff. They would praise the museum for its authenticity, specifically mentioning the costumed reenactor on the third floor. They would remark on how convincing he was, how his silent, stoic presence added so much to the atmosphere of the place. The museum's response to these compliments was always the same, and it was always delivered with a sense of surprise and perhaps a little unease. The museum did not have a reenactor on the third floor. In fact, they have stated that they have never employed any costumed actors to portray figures from the past inside the mill. The visitors were describing a man whom the museum had no knowledge of. This revelation often left people feeling confused and chilled, questioning what or who they had actually seen, standing so quietly in the upper reaches of the old building. The story of the silent man in the black hat spread quickly, becoming one of the most famous paranormal claims associated with the Red Mill. It was no longer just a vague feeling or a strange noise. It was a detailed, consistent sighting reported by numerous, unrelated people over a period of time. The fact that so many visitors described the same figure, right down to his clothing and his silent demeanor, gave the tale a powerful sense of credibility. It has become a cornerstone of the mill's haunted lore, a favorite paranormal encounter for those who seek out the unexplained. The Red Mill's reputation has grown so much that it has attracted attention from well beyond its local community. The stories of its strange happenings have reached a national audience. The mill was prominently featured on the popular television show Ghost Hunters, where a team of paranormal investigators spent time inside the building documenting their findings for millions of viewers. This feature brought a new level of fame to the old wool mill, cementing its status as a location of significant paranormal interest. Beyond just one television appearance, the mill has become a popular destination for many different paranormal investigation groups. The consensus among these varied groups is remarkably consistent. They almost all agree that the paranormal activity at the Red Mill is unusually high. The experiences reported at the Red Mill are not limited to sightings or sounds heard by paranormal experts. Many ordinary visitors have left with their own inexplicable stories. The deeply unsettling nature is greatly enhanced by its authentic history-first presentation. The building is not a modern attraction. It is genuinely old. You can feel its age in the thick, solid walls, see it in the dark, dusty corners that have remained untouched for generations. The immense mill gears, silent now, stand as powerful monuments to a bygone era of industry and toil. This tangible connection to the past creates a potent atmosphere, a strong visual and emotional picture in the mind of every person who walks through it. When you take this authentic historical setting and combine it with the grim tales of worker deaths, the effect is magnified. The quiet, echoing halls, dim natural light filtering through the old windows can easily play tricks on the mind. In this environment, a sudden chill, a creaking floorboard, can feel like something more. The knowledge of the building's tragic past gives weight and context to these strange moments, rooted in real human suffering. This is precisely why the museum so effectively uses its own history as a central part of its haunted narrative and events like Evil Rising. At the same time, not every aspect of the story is simple or easily proven. Many claims are subjective and difficult to verify with certainty. A camera anomaly showing an orb of light might just be a mote of dust reflecting the flash. A spike on an EMF meter could potentially be caused by old, faulty wiring within the walls. A feeling of being watched could simply be a psychological response to a cold draft in a dimly lit, unfamiliar space. Despite the potential for logical explanations, the questions surrounding the Red Mill persist. The sheer volume and consistency of the reports from so many different people over so many years prevent the stories from being easily dismissed. The unknown continues to call to them. Do the old stories truly live on within these walls?